La Yashala, which means to Israel. I imagine, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakodam, which means to face the east. All right, slide. Go. Wapanya Hakodam, which means to face the east. Okay. All right, we are going to get into the Lord's Prayer. To start off with. Okay. I want everybody to repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Amanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Radazaka, Haya, Aisha, Barakaza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Nathanlanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah Nawa, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'aparach, La Awalamni, Aman, in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashah, Nathanlanawa, Hakak, La'ara'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, La'tahar, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Hakim, Hamathiu, Hakak, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, Lagarshi, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Wada Aman. In the English, the power. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Vayasha'ala, Wahabaya, Sapariya, Barak, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Tawada Aman. In English. Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us in Yasha'ala and the school. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arakaza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Mahorai, Yashamar, Apnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tafa'aka, Wawawaka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Ada Karash, Ada Shakwa, All, Kayahana, Awabita, Yahamayawan, Ra'aj, Amaka, Yarayumba, Sawada, Wayataya Tazawa, Ata the Pawandika, Amara, Lakawa, Makachidan, Magoya, Wala Zakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Ibida, Taya, Nawai Tazawa, Lava, Yakadwa, Awyaka, Barayak, Yakarathwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Waya Shama Alayam, Wa'aba, Wa'garim, Gabor, Wa'mawan, Wa'malak, Palashaf, Am Yashabian, Tazawar, Damashawar, Nalawa, Amam, Hayawa, Zarwa, Labani Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Tasya Sara'at, Kayabian, Vanakor, Koyashwan, Nashamatwa, Bayan Ba'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shabamwa, Nada, Ya Mawa Kaira, Wakazabat, Wakazor Manai, Nasi Kumbla, Ashar, Amar, Narasha, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shatamu, Kagogala, Kakwash, the Pundi Rawaka, Kaash, the Bari Yaira, Wa Kalaba, Dalahat, Harim, Khan, Daradakma, Kastarika, Wabasa Wapatka, Dalahum, Mala'ad, Panyahum, Falawan, Panyahum, Falawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shankar, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahova, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abatwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya Atha, Shaka, Yahawa, Abakta, Al Yawan, Al Kaharakaza. In English, Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up a head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, let us cut them off being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together in one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Habal, and Amalek, the Philistines with the habits of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which bears an Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making the nobles like Or, like Zed, yea, all the princes as Sabah and as Zamunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession, O my power, make it like a wheel as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flames set the mouse on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill the faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refused to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuary, to evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments are our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan nations, skinheads, Hazi Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, cable access channels, and radio channels. Convict the spirit of any like people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shoot the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which means turn. All right. Shabian, which means to be seated. Okay? All right. So, y'all bear with me real quick. All right. There we go. All right. First things first, I want to say shalom. Yahweh Shemel Shah Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Allah Taba Shemel Shah to the sisters, all right? This is ISUPK, Minnesota. I'm an officer and priest 5000, Maccabia, I should say, with the Sabbath service, all right? Of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please type it into the chat. And shout out to my brother, man, Nawan Ya'ala, all right? A mighty man, you know what I mean, who, this brother right here, I just got a sidebar real quick. The brother, Nawan Ya'ala out there in Florida, he's really a brother that really inspires me because, I came in around the same age, this brother came in. And so, like, I'm getting a lot of reverb. Just 1 second. No. Yeah, but this brother right here, he came in around the same time I did. I was 16, turning 17 is when I officially, I count as far as being a trooper. I became a trooper July 15th, 2014. So actually, I was 17 at the time because my birthday is actually in July, right? But of course, we don't celebrate birthdays. But I was actually 17. So I knew about the truth, I believe, in 2014, probably around the time that my cousin, who was Kunayala, he had went to his first Passover in like 2013, and then his second Passover was 2014. So I didn't go to my first Passover until 2015 because I was official member in July of 2014. And once again, just shout out to that brother, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah Barakatah to you. It's very beautiful, man, to really come into the truth and to find your identity before the ISUPK. Just like all of us, we are in a world trying to figure out life, trying to survive, and a lot of us are going through hell. And I was one of those people, just like many people. I was going through hell. I'm living with wicked family. Trying to decide what is next as far as the chapter of my life once I graduate. Once again, I was only 16 at the time, but I've always planned things ahead of time inside my head to where I want to be in life. And where I want to be in life, it wasn't matching up to what I was thinking. Things were just happening left and right. But of course, the ISUPK helped me in so many ways up until this very day on how I should live my life and what my decisions should be moving forward. And so because of that, that's why I'm still here. I'm not in prison. I'm not dead. And I'm not, a target or a device for Esau to use. That's why I'm here. And all I can do is thank the Most High for that, because he has something planned for me that I didn't even know that I needed or that was already in place. I'm thinking, just for myself, but the Most High had me covered the whole time. You know what I mean? So, I say all that to say that, the water to the Most High, the water to Commander Junior Hunter for never, ever stepping down from his position, his post, and for always, believing in brotherhood. And that's why we're here. So with that being said, so as you know, last week and the week before, we did not do Sabbath service. We were doing the Midwest Fire Weekend. Okay. But just real quick, I am going to jump into the Hebrew. But one thing I do want to specify is that the chapters that we did not go over for Sabbath service in ISUPK, Minnesota necessarily, I'm just gonna just break it down real quick. So when we get to chapter 11 all the way to 14, what you see is it's going to lay down the generations once again of as far as all the people that were born after the flood had happened. So Noah had his children, and his children had children. So it talks about who begat who. Also, too, you are going to see mention of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, which we already read about, but it speaks about them a little bit more because they had children. All three had children. And so it's just going to run down over and over and over again. You know what I mean? It's just going to run down over and over again as far as all the generations of the Israelites, so to speak. Now, when you get to like the 13th and 14th chapter, this is my favorite chapter, by the way, to where Abraham and Lot. Okay, Abraham goes into Egypt, and he lies and says that his wife is really his sister, but but then Pharaoh finds out that Pharaoh finds out that Abraham had lied, and that this is really his wife, not his actual sister. And so they pretty much had to leave Egypt. And once they leave Egypt, Abraham, as far as the 13th and 14th chapter, he's trying to figure out a way where him and his family can live. Plus, he has cattle. So, Abraham is a rich man because he had a lot of cattle. He was a farmer, X, Y, and Z. Abraham had, a lot of revenue. Now, so did Lot. Now, Lot was with Abraham. So they had to figure out where they were going to live because Abraham had his family, his herdmen, and he had his animals, which brings him profit. So Lot had the same thing as well. So there, the space that they were trying to move to, it was not enough for them both to live in. So imagine a one-bedroom house, and you have, you're a man, and you got a wife, and you got children. It can be 2 or 3. And then you have, you have soldiers with you as well. You got servants with you. And Lot had the same thing. That's not going to work out in a one bedroom. So they had to separate. And also, too, Abraham's crew and Lot's crew, they pretty much was not in agreement with each other. So it caused a lot of, issues. So because Abraham had such a great brotherhood, what he did was simply, he said, look, hey, this is what we are going to have to do. We are going to have to separate. Okay. I take the east, I take the north or the south, or otherwise you take the north and I take the south. But we have to go in 2 different directions in order for us to thrive as a people. Because we cannot have, confrontation. We cannot have issues amongst each other. It's not going to do us any justice. So, with that being said, they separated. But also, too, within that story, Lot had got kidnapped by a heathen king. And Abraham had heard of this, and he went to go save his brother. Now, understand that Abraham and Lot are uncle and nephew. Abraham is the uncle, Lot is the nephew. But of course, in the scriptures, not only did, you find out that they are related blood, but also, too, Abraham called Lot his brother. And that's the very important piece of that, is knowing that Lot is Abraham's brother and Abraham is Lot's brother. They treated it as yes, we're blood, but at the same time, we are brothers. You know what I mean? And Abraham went to go rescue Lot, and he was successful, and he destroyed the enemy. And that's that. Now we're still in chapter 14, verse 7. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into the Hebrew real quick. All right. All right. Genesis chapter 14, verse 7. Wayashaba. But why? Salaki, 1 second. Well, yeah, but yeah. Okay. Waya ba'a. Aw. Ayan. Mashapat. Mashapat. Hawa'a. Kodash. Oh, Salaki, you know what? I gotta check one more thing real quick. Salaki. Hold on, Salaki. This is too loud. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Shalom, shalom. All right, okay, 1 second. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right, okay. That should be 12 now. Salaki for that. Y'all bear with me. This is one thing I gotta check real quick. All right. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, back to it. Wayakar. Wayaka. Ath. Call. Shaddai. Hamalakwa. Hamalakwa. Wagum. Ath. Hamaria. Hayashab. Katazan. But Katazan. Thamar. Katazawan. Thamar. Verse 8. Wayataza'ah. Malak. Saddam. Wamalak. Imara. Wamalak. Adamah. Wamalak. Salaki, Tazabayam. Tazabayam. Tazabawayam. Wamalak. Balai. Hawa'ah. Taza'ar. Wait. Where ka? Salaki. Waya. Salaki, damn. Waya. Where are you? Where Irika? A thumb. Malakama. Ba'aimak. Hashadanyam. Verse 9. Ath. Oh, Slaki. These are tongue twisters right here. Good night. Kadar Lamar. Kadar Lamar. Malak. Aliyam. With the doll. With the doll. With the doll. Malak. Gunyam. Wamar Gol. Wamar Gol. Malak. Sugar. 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 War. War. One. War Arwak. Malak. Alasar. Alasar. Arab. 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 Walakanyam. Walakayam. Walakam. Ath. Hakam. Hakam. Mashah. Hakamash. Kamash. Hakamash. Hakamash. Verse 10. Wa'aimak. Hashadayim. Barath. Kamar. Wayanasa. Malak. Saddam. Wa'imara. Wayagawa. Shema. Salakia. 1 second here. Was what Shariam. Washanayim. There we go. Hara. Gasa. Verse 11. Sorry, of course. Let me see. All right. Waya Kwatak. Salaki, give me 1 second here. Kwakwa. Waya Kwakwa. Ath. Call. Rakash. Saddam. Wa'imara. Wa'ath. Call. Akalam. Wayalakaiwa. Verse 12. Wayakwakwa. Ath. Lawat. Wa'ath. Rakashwa. Bun. Akia. Abaram. Wayalakakwa. Wahawa'a. Yashab. Vasadam. Verse 13. Wayaba'a. Hapapayat. Wayabagad. La Abaram. La Abaram. Ha-Ibaram. Ha-Ibria. Ha-Abaria. Ha-Abaria. Wahawa'a. Wahawa'a. Shakan. Babalanya. Babalanya. Mamra'a. Ha-Amaria. Ha-Amaria. Akia. Ashakal. Ashakal. Wa'akia. Wa'akia. It's like it. Wa'akia. Which means my brother. And my brother Salakia. Anar. Salakia. Einar. Waham. Ba'alya. Ba'alya. Bariath. Bariath. Abraham. And I think that's it for that one. Yeah, kind of slap it up. All right, let's get to it. Give me 1 second here. Let's go to the scriptures. Once again, we are going to speed past some of this. You know what I mean? We ain't going to have it too long. We got 49 scriptures to read, so we are going to just get straight to it. All right. All right. Let's get to it. Let's see. All right. I'll start at the top though. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. All right. Cool. All right. Oh, 1 second here. So, okay. All right. All right, let's start at the top. This is Genesis chapter 14, verse 1. And it came to pass in the days of Enraphel, king of Shinar, Iraq, king of Elasar, Chalamar, and king of Elam, and Tadal, king of nations. Verse 2. That these made war with Beer, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shanab, king of Atma, and Shemiber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zaar. Verse 3. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is Salt Sea. Verse 4. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. Verse 5. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him, and smote the Rephims in Estoreth, and Kernim, and Zezims, and Ham, and Emims, and Shavah, Kirathim. So, like, these are a lot of biblical names. Good night. Verse 6, and the Horites and their Mount Seir unto Elperin, which is by the wilderness. Verse 7, and they returned and came into Emisapat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hezetamor. Verse 8, and there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same is Zoar, and they joined battle, and them in the vale of Siddim. Verse 9, and Chedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Iraq, king of Elazar, 4 kings with 5. Verse 10, and the vale of Siddim was full of Semipits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they that remained fled to the mountain. Verse 11, and they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their victuals and went their way. Verse 12, and they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. Verse 13, and there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, who was Abraham, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Aner. And these were confederate with Abram. So, like, these were confederate with Abram, who was Abraham. So, long story short, I just read a lot of biblical names. So, long story short, what it's saying is that there were a lot of heathen nation or a lot of ethnicities that were not Israel, mainly being Elam, who is the Essenes. They were pretty much passing by, and when they were passing by, they were taking the spoils of Sodom and Gomorrah and other places as well, and they just happened to kidnap Lot as well. And of course, somebody had escaped and fled, and they happened to reach Abraham. Okay. And once Abraham was notified, Abraham is, he's alert. He's finna gather up his soldiers to go save his brother, who is Lot. All right. Okay. Mm-mm. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. Now let's go back to the scriptures, to the Hebrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right. Genesis chapter 14, verse 14. Vaya Shammai. Vaya Shammai. Abiram. Kaya. Nashaba. Akia. Wayarak. Ath. Let me see. No, Kanakaya. Kanakaya. Yalayadia. Yalaladia. Good night. That's a tongue twister. Bayathiwa. Bayathwa. Shamana. Shamana. Aishar. Washalash. Washalash. Mawath. Shalakia. 1 second. Right. Shalakia. Wayaratpa. I'd. Done. Verse 15. Wayakalak. Alahayim. Layala. Wayakam. Salaki, 1 second. Wayarat kapum. I'd. Kawaba. Ashar. Mashama'al. Lada. Shop. Salaki. Lada Mashapath. No, Salaki. Shock. Oh. Lada Shapat. There we go. Verse 16. Wayashab, Ath, Call, Harakash, Wagum, Ath, Lawat, Akia, Rarakashwa, Hasha'ab, Wagum, Ath, Hanasham, Wa'ath, Ha'ayim. Verse 17. Wayataza'ah, Malak, Shaddam, Laquar, Athwa, Lakara Athwa, Akaria, Shawabwa, Makawath, Ath, Kadar, Lamar, Wa'ath, Salaki, give me 1 second. Hamalakium. Ashar, Atha, Al, Amak, Imak, Salakia, Shawa'ah, Salakia, Shawa'ah, Hawa'ah, Imak, Hamalak. Verse 18. Wamalakia. Wait. Tazadak. Malak. Shalom. Hawataziyah. Lakam. Wayan. Wahawa'ah. Kaham. It's like Kahan. Oh yeah, Kahan, which means priest. La'al. Alayan. Verse 19. Wabarakia. So like Wabarakwa. Wayamar. Barak. Abraham. La'al. Alayan. Qanah. Shemayim. Waratazah. Verse 20, last verse. Wabarak. Al. Alayan. Ashar. Magun. Tazarak. It's like it. Bayadak. Wayathan. Lawa. Mayashar. McCall. And that's it. All right, clap it up. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see here. All right, one moment. All right, verse 14. All right, verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his house, his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, and so like he and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and all brought again his brother Lot his goods, and the women also, and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer. And the kings that were with him at the valley of Shavah, which is the king's dale. Verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High. Verse 19. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. Verse 20. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand, and he gave him tithes of all. So this is talking about the representation of, Melchizedek. Melchizedek was someone who did not have a mother or a father. Someone who doesn't have a mother or father is an angel. All right. Angels are not born like human beings. Angels are a different creation than a human being is. Humans have a mother and a father. Angels do not. Okay. So Melchizedek would be considered an angel. And of course, Abraham paid tithes to this angel. Okay. All right. So that's it on that. Let's keep it going. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 21, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. Genesis chapter 14, verse 21. Wayamar, Malak, Saddam, Al, Abiram, Thun, Laya, Hanapash, Harakash, Waharakash, wait, Salaki, Quack, Lak, verse 21. Wayamar, Abiram, Al, Malak, Saddam, Haramathwa, Hamarath, Salaki, Haramathia, Haramathia, Yadya, Al, Yahweh, Al, Alayan, Quanah, Shemayim, Arataza, Salaki, Waarataza, verse 23. Aim, Makawat, Wa'id, Sharawak, Banal, Wa'am, Apa, McCall, Ashar, Lak, Wala'ah, Thamar, Anya, Hasharathia, Ath, Abiram, verse 24. Baladia, Rock, Ashar, Akalwa, Hanarium, Wakalak, Hanashanyam, Ashar, Halakwa, Athia, Einar, Ashakal, Mamara, Ath, Salake, Hum, Yaquakwa, Kalakam, verse chapter 15, verse 1. Akar, Habarium. Wait. Salake, Hadabarium. Ha'ala, Haya, Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Abarium, Bamatazah, Lamar, Al, Thara'ah, Abarium, Anakalya, Magun, Lak, Shakarak, yeah, Harabah, Ma'ad, verse 2, Wayamar, Abarium, Adunya, Yahweh, Ma'ah, Dathan, Laya, Wanakia, Wanakia, Hawalak, Ariarya, Waban, Mashak, Bayathia, Hawa'ah, Damashak, Alazar, verse 3, last verse, Wa'amar, Abraham, Hun, Laya, La'ah, Natata, Natata, Zerai, Wahana, Van, Bayathia, Wayarash, Athia. That's it on that. Clap it up. All right. Let's get back to the scriptures real quick. All right. Verse 21. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, give me the persons and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessors of heaven and earth. Verse 23, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich. Now, so the king of Sodom is approaching, Abraham to say like, hey, I need you to give me what you have taken. You know what I mean? But now Abraham is saying like, look, I didn't take anything. All right. But I did give it to, the Most High. Okay. Let me see that one more time. Verse 22, and Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth. Meaning, look, I gave what I had to the Most High, but I have nothing for you. That I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, which is a shoelace, and that I will not take anything that is thine. Least thou shouldest say, I have made Abram rich. So he's saying, look, I didn't take nothing from anybody, because I don't want nobody coming around saying that Abraham is rich off of taking or stealing from anybody. So he's saying, look, I didn't take nothing from any of you. All right. Verse 23. That I will not take from a thread even to a shoe. Oh, it's like it. Verse 24. Save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Einar, Eshcol, and Mereh. Let them take their portion. Chapter 15, verse 1. After these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abram in a vision, saying, fear not, Abram, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward. Verse 2. And Abram said, Lord God, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is this Eliezer of Damascus. Verse 3. And Abram said, behold, to me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is mine heir. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into that just a little bit in a second here. All right, just bear with me real quick. Okay, all right, Most High in Christ. All right. So now, 1 second, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So what's being said here is that pretty much there was a conversation between the king of Sodom. The king of Sodom and Abraham, and they pretty much had a back and forth as far as these goods and where all where this money and goods was going to go to. But of course, Abraham had gave it to Melchizedek. Okay, of course, which is going to go to the Most High, right? So with that being said, he said, "Look, I ain't got nothing for you, and I didn't take nothing as well, because I don't want anybody saying that I took something and now that it made me rich. Hey, Abraham has his own revenue. He doesn't have to take from anybody because Abraham got it on his own. He was a self-made man. Okay, he didn't have to take from anybody, but what he did take back was his brother, who was Lot. That is, however, okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay, all right. Let's get back to it. All right. All right. This is Genesis chapter 15, verse 4. All right. Yep. Genesis chapter 15, verse 4. Wahana, the bar, Yahweh, Aliyah, La'amar, La'ah, Yarashah, Yarashah, Salak, Yarashak, Salakia, Za'ah, Kaya, Ashar, Yataza'ah, Mama Ayak, Hawa'ah, Yarashak, verse 5. Wayawataza'ah, Athwa, Salaka, Athwa, Hakawataza, Wayamar, Habat, Na'ah, Hashama, Hashama, Hashamaya. All right. What's a par? Hawakabadium. Tawakal. La Sapar. Atham. Wayamar. La'a. Ka'a. Yahaya. Zarak. Verse 6. Wa'amak. Yahweh. Kashaba. Kashaba. Kashab. Waya Kashab. Kashaba. Waya Kashaba. Lawa. Taza Dapa. Taza Dakwa. Taza Dakwa. Verse 7. Wayamar. Alaya. Anya. Yahweh. Ashar. Hawatazakyat. Yeah, Salakia. Yeah. Mawar. Kashadium. Lathath. Lak. Ath. Haratazah. Hazaath. Larash. Lari. Larashatha. Verse 8. Wayamar. Adunya. Yahweh. Banah. Adai. Kaya. Harashana. Verse 9. Wayamar. Alayawa. Kuna. Salaki. Kuka. Laya. Agala. Mashallah Shah. Shath. Salaki. Mashallah. Shath. Malashath. There we go. Wa'aiza. Wa'aiza. Mashalath. Wa'ayah. Wa'ayah. Mashalash. Mashalash. Wathar. Wathar. Gazal. Wagazal. Verse 10, last verse. Wayakwak. Lawa. Ath. Call. Allah. Wayabathar. Atham. Wathawak. Wayathan. Ayash. Watharwa. Lakarath. Ra'aiwa. Wa'ath. Hatazapar. La'ah. Bathar. That's it on that. Clap it up. All right. All right, let's get back to it, to the scriptures. 1 second here. All right. All right, Genesis chapter 15, verse 4 in the English. And behold, the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, This shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thine heir. Verse 5. And he brought forth abroad and said, Look now toward heaven, and tell the stars if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, So shall thy seed be. Verse 6. And he believed in the Lord, and he counted it to him for righteousness. Verse 7. And he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees, to give thee this land to inherit it. Verse 8. And he said, Lord God, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit it? Verse 9. And he said unto him, Take me an heir of 3 years old, and a she-goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old, and a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. Verse 10. And he took unto him all these, and divided them in the midst, and laid each piece one against another. But the birds divided he not. So he's asking, Abraham is asking, who is going to be my heir? As far as, I'm childless, who is going to be my heir? And the Most High is telling him, well, you do have an heir, but it's going to come out of your bowels. And of course, this is what you need to do for me in order for me to give you the answer or to show you who is going to be your heir. All right. So let's get back to the Hebrew real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Okay. All right. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Okay. 1 second, y'all. Y'all give me 1 second here. All right. All right, let's get back to it. All right, verse 11. Genesis chapter 15, verse 11. While your rod, hayat, ow, Hupagarium, Wayashab, Athum, Arium, Wayahaya, Hashamash, Laboa, Salaki. Hold on, Salaki. Watharatma, Napala, Ow, Arium, Wahana, Ayama, Kashaka, Gadala, Salakia, Napalath, Ayala, Salakia, Aliyawa, verse 13. All right, verse 13. Wayamar, Abaram. It's like it. You die. The die. Kaya, Gar, Yahaya, Salakia, Zariak, Salakia, Zarak, Zarak, Barataza, La'ah, Laham, Wabadwam, Why not? Atham, Arabai, Mawawath, Maawath, Shana, verse 14. Wagum, Ath, Salakia, Hagayawa, Ashar, Abidwa, Adon, Anakia, Wakaria, Khan, Yatazawa, Barakash, got a wall. Verse 15. Wata, Tapawa'a, Ow, Abathyak, Abathayak, Salaki, Abathayak, Bashalawam, Thakwabar, Bashaba, Tawab, verse 16. Wadawar, Rabaya, Yashawabwa, Hana, Kaya, La'a, Shalom, Iwan, Hamaria, Id, Hana. Verse 17, last verse. Wayahaya, Hashamash, Ba'a, Wa'alata, Wa'alata, Haya, Wahana, Danawar, Aishan, Walapayad, 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 Ash, Ashar, Ibar, Bayan, Hakazarium, Ha'Allah. That's it. Clap it up. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. Let's get to it. All right. Verse 11. And the fowls came down upon the carcasses. Abram drove them away. Verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him. Verse 13. And he said, and he said unto Abram, know of certainty that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Verse 14. Also that nation whom thou shalt serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. Verse 15. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good and old age. Verse 16. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. Verse 17. And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. So this is talking about what's going to happen to our people in captivity. 400 years will you be enslaved? But as you know, it's been about a little bit more than over 400 years. But we say 400 years because there's an odd number to it. If we're being honest, it's going to be like close to, it's what, 430 years, I think, at this point, maybe. But we always say over 400 years on purpose, because the timestamp of our generation going through hell it's at 400 years. But it's really over 400 years because, once again, we did not listen to what our forefathers taught us, nor did we listen to the Most High, where the forefathers got the information from who? They got it from our God, which is the Most High. Okay? So 400 years will your nation be, punished. But of course, they will be delivered once the enemy is punished, which is what the scriptures are saying. All right? So let's keep it going. 2, 3, 4, boom. Y'all bear with me real quick. 18, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6. Okay. All right. 1 second. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So all right. Okay. And then 1 second here. I'm confused on that part. 1 second, y'all. Oh, okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 7.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Genesis chapter 15, verse 18. Ba'awam, Hawa'ah, Karath, Yahweh, Ath, Abarium, Bariath, La'amar, Zarak, Lazarak, Bathath, Bathath, yeah, Bathathia, Ath, Harathazah, Hazaath, Ma'anar, Matazarium, Ai, Hanar, Hagadol, Hagadol, Nahar, Parath. Verse 19, Ath, Hakwana, Hakwayana, Hakwayana, Wa'ath, Hakwa Salakia, Hakwa Wa'ath, Hakwa Mania, Hakwa Mania. Verse 20, Wa'ath, Hakathia, Wa'ath, Haparazia, Haparazaya, Wa'ath, Harapayam. Verse 21, Wa'ath, Hamaria, Wa'ath, Hakaniya, 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 Slack Hakaniya. Good night, tongue twister. Wa'ath, Gar, her Garagash, Garagash, Hagaragashia, Wa'ath, Aya. Salaki, 1 second here. Good night. Tongue twister, boy. Hayab Wasa. Verse chapter 16, verse 1. Washaria. Ashath. Abriyam. La'ah. Walada. Waladia. Yeah, no. Walada. Walada. Yeah. Lawa. Wala. Shapak. Shapaka. Matazarium. It's like it. Matazarath. Washama. Hagar. Verse 2. Wathamar. Sharia. Au. Abarium. Hana. Na'ah. Azataranya. Yahweh. Maladath. Maladath. Ba'ah. Na'ah. La'ah. So like ow. Shapathia. Shapathia. Awa'alya. Abana. Mamana. Mamana. Waya Shamai. Waya Shamai. Abaram. It's like Abarium. Lakawal. Lakawal. Sharia. Verse 3, last verse. What the pot? What the quack? What the quack? What the quack? Sharia. Ashath. Abarium. Ath. Hagar. Hamatazariath. Hamatazariath. Shapath. Makwataza. Ishar. Shanayim. Lashabath. Abarium. Barataza. Benayim. Wathathan. Atha. Labarium. What? Ayasha. Lawa. Laasha. That's it. Clap it up. All right, let's get back to it. Verse 21 of chapter Salaki, actually. Chapter 15, verse 18 in the Hebrew. I'm Salaki in the English. Genesis chapter 18, verse Genesis chapter 15, verse 18. All right. Salaki. All right. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Verse 19. The Kenites and the Kizites and the Chemonites, verse 20, and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims, verse 21, and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgasites and the Jebusites, chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. Verse 2. And Sarai said unto Abram, behold, now the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. Verse 3. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram, and dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife. Verse 4. Oh, it's like that was it on that, actually. Let me see. 5, 6, 7. Okay, all right. Let's go back to the Hebrew. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. All right, let's go back to the Hebrew. All right. So long story short, Sarai could not bear any more children. And because of that, she offered up her handmaid so that way Abram can have more children, who was Abraham. Okay. All right. So let's get back to it. Verse 4. Genesis chapter 16, verse 4 in the Hebrew. Wayaba'a, Al, Hagar. Wait. Wahara. Watara'a. Kaya. Wait, Salaki. Hara'a. Haratha. What the qual? Gabaratha. 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 Bayanya. Bayanya. Verse 5. Wathamar. Sharia. Sha'ar. Al. Abarium. Kamasya. Aliyad. Anakia. Nathanya. Shapathia. Bakayak. Good night. Watharia. Wathara'a. Kaya. Haratha. Wakal. The Ayanya. Yashapat. Yashapat. Yahweh. Bayanya. Wabayanyak. Verse 6. Wayamar. Abarium. Al. Sharia. Hana. Shapathi. Shapathak. Shapakathak. Shapakathak. Bayadak. Aisha. La'ah. It's like a la. Hatawab. Bayanyak. Waithana. Sharia. Wathaparak. Mapunya. Verse 7. Wayamataza'a. Wamalak. Yahweh. Al. Ayan. Hamayim. Bamadbar. Al. Hayan. Hayayan. Badarak. Shawar. Verse 8. Wa'amar. Hagar. Shapat. Shapakat. Salakia. Shabakath. Sharia. Ayah. Mazah. Ba'ath. Wa'ana. Thalakia. Wathamar. Mapunya. Sharia. Gabarathia. Anakia. Barakath. Verse 9. Wayamar. La. Ma'alak. Yahweh. Shawabia. Al. Salakia. Gabarathak. Gabarathak. Wahathanaya. Wahathanaya. The Kath. Yadya. Verse 10, last verse. Wayamar la ma'alak Yahweh. Harabah. Arabah. Ath. Zarak. Wala'ah. Yasapar. Marab. All right, that's it on everything. All right, that was the ending of everything. Salaki, took a little bit of time, but the water to everybody that's bearing with me. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Genesis chapter 16, verse 4. And he went unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. And Sarai said unto Abram, my wrong be upon thee. I have given my maid into thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes. And the Lord judged between me and thee. And Abram said unto Sarai, behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarai dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. Verse 7. And the angel of the Lord found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain of the way to Shur. Verse 8. And he said, Hagar, Sarai's maid, whence camest thou, and whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of my mistress Sarai. In verse 9, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, return to thy mistress and submit thyself under her hands. Verse 10, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. So Hagar is the Egyptian who pretty much conceived Abram's children, or a child at the time. And of course, Sarai was not happy about it. Although Sarai is the one who told Abram to conceive a child with this woman. All right. So that way, she can have more children. Sarai can. So of course, once it happened, she was, upset about it. Okay. Now, that's pretty much the biggest piece about it. But an angel of the Lord, of course, he had went unto Hagar once Hagar had left out of the presence of Sarai, and pretty much had told her, look, hey, go back and return, and I will make sure that you have more children. And you should submit unto the hands of the mistress who is Sarai. So follow, just listen to what she tells you. And not saying there's rank and order, but she's her maid, so she's told what to do. So just listen to the mistress, who is Sarai, who is Abram's wife, and be sure to understand that you will have more children, that I'm going to give you. And this is what the angel was telling, Hagar. All right. So, or Hagar is how you say it. Okay. So with that being said, that's really it on that right there. With that being said, I majum, which means to stand. All right. All right. Like it. Y'all bear with me on that one. That's the best I can do. All right. Logic. Okay. All right. So I imagine to stand. Of course, upon y'all done. Okay. All right, we're upon your Hakudam, which means to face the east, and we are going to get into the Lord's Prayer. All right, in the Hebrew. All right, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew: Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shabbat, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Radazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barakazak, Kawat, Hayah, Bashemayim, Thundanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawakanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'anawa, Banasayawan, Ball, Awashinawa, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Kamalakwa, Allah, Wakaparak, La'alamyum, Aman, in the English, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashah, the thunder now. Hakat, Hakat, La Fa'ah, Karmakala, the Karmarawa, Hakat, La Sahar, Hamakatarian, Hakat, La Hakim, Hamathi, Hakat, Arakawat, Hamsama'ala, Lagarsh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Wadaman, the power in the English. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sakarian, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'ala, in the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Asha'a, Ayanya, Ahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Warakaza, Ayathan, Lamawats, Rogalka, Ayanamon, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanamon, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Taga'afka, Ayah, Yanaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayataka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yashamarka, Mahal Rai, Yashamar, After Yahweh, Yashamar, Taga'afka, Wabawaka, Mayata, Wa'ay, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall reserve thee from all evil. The Lord shall reserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Ata Karash, Wa'al Shakwa, All, Kayahana, Awabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayam, Sawadat, Wayathat, Yatazawa, out of the Kawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Yagalia, Wala'ad as a car, Shamya Sha'al, Awida, Kaya, Nawai Lapa, Yakadwa, Awika, Warayat, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawan, Wayashama Aliyam, Wa'aba, Wa'agaryam, Kubal, Wa'amawan, Wa'malak, Palashat, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Dam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawat, Zawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashala, Hum, Samadian, Kasiya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Koyashwan, Yashamat, Bayan, Da'ara, Hayawad, Daman, La'adamat, Shathamud, Nadaya, Mawat, Kairab, Wakazabat, Wakazal Manan, Karnasia Kamba, Ashar, Amarwa, Narishat, Lanawat, Af, Naawat, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shathamud, Gordla, Kukwas, Napoleon Wakwa, Kaash, Tabaria, Ira, Salaya. Handar Gatma, Basarika, Wabasu, Hakta, Alaham, Mala'ah, Hanyaham, Kwalawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shaka, Yahweh, Ibashwa, Waya Bahawa, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abatwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya Bat, Shakat, Yahweh, Labatka, Ayawan, Akaharakaza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies speak with tumult, and They that hate thee have lifted up a head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have taken crafty counsel. They have said, come and let us take them off, cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yahshua shall be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They have confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal and the Ammon, and the Amalekites. The Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre, the shores also joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, to Lot. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, and the first of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, to make the noise like a rib, and like Zed. Yea, all the princes as Sabah and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, on my power, making like a wheel as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burning the wood, and as the flames of the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be confounded, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, He who heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. For it's the riches and thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governors of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nations, skinheads, Hazi Kamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, Nazi space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the access channels and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any like people that seek to stop us, and bring with destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. Or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. They lose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai and Michael and Gabriel come down the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. All right, sorry, this is turn. Okay. All right. All right, that concludes the Sabbath service. With that being said, Shalom, Israel. Clap it up.